Hey, good evening, guys. It's been a little while since I posted. I just finished up, well, it's been a month or so now, but I just finished up going to TAC, Tennessee, and I thought I might just give you guys kind of an update of do's and don'ts. Real quick, I'm going to go over my equipment. So I shot my RX-9. I had my RX-10 ready to go, but I've been shooting this RX-9 so well, I couldn't leave it behind. I shot the dialed archery sight. I could get it up to about 110 yards. That's 73 pounds, 27 and 3/4 draw, 425 grain HLR. I played around with the Easton 5.0s, and I just want you guys to know that 20 grains, man, shot at 100 yards was probably 10 or 12 inches higher. So I almost wish that just for the fun of it, I would have shot them. So that's one lesson, especially if you're shooting less weight. And you know, the HLR obviously is a phenomenal arrow, but if you do shoot the 5.0, you're gonna pick up a few grains, and that does matter at 100 yards. One thing that I will not do next year, and I do want to make sure that I tell everybody the reason why on this, is I will not wear a hip quiver. As the day went on and I got sweaty, that little bit of weight and my water bottle on my hip quiver, no matter how tight I tried to get it, just kept slipping down. So next year I will have a backpack, and I will not carry 20 arrows. This is just my practice arrows for the day, but I carried about 15 or 20 arrows. I lost 2, and it was actually on the same target. I wish I wouldn't even have shot the second one. It was almost an impossible shot, but I had to try it. So big lesson learned: leave the hip quiver at home unless you've got suspenders. You know, it might work if you do that. A backpack. And one other thing that I want to mention, I'm going to pull around and see if you can see this target of mine. It is a 1/3 size elk up on the hill, and it's sloping downhill. And I just want to say that if you can practice that shot at distance, you know, even 75 yards, even if you can't make it, I think that particular target prepared me for TAC better than any target that I could possibly shoot. If I pan around here, you can see that I've got some targets that are just flat, and I shot them a lot, and I can shoot them at 150 yards. But that uphill target was a very good representative of TAC, and it really prepared me, because I got really efficient at shooting that target that I showed at about 60 to 70 yards. That downhill slope will really wreak havoc on that third axis and canting your bow, kind of leaning it into the hill. So if you've never shot distance, and I never had, so I'm definitely not a pro, but that target right there really helped me. And then the other thing that I'll mention is just shooting with a group of people that you don't know can really be unnerving, and you really operate on memory those first few shots. It reminds me of when I shoot a deer. I don't think through my shot process as well as I should, but by the third or the fourth target I was able to do that. But I shot Tennessee TAC, I shot the Dudley course, so I was able to shoot the Sasquatch, and I loved every second of it. I think it was a great event. I don't think you need 20 arrows. I will mention that I took a monocular instead of a bino. I have a little problem with vision, and then this little cheap Vortex solo monocular was all I needed to be able to see the vitals on the deer. And then I did take 2 range finders and 2 releases. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to do it again next year, but just some lessons learned that maybe help you all out.